My dear friend, you are most welcome on my channel, that is Vijay Kumar. Today we will discuss about the atrocities of the Islams against the non-Muslim, especially against the Hindus. As we are well aware that in Islam, the robbery of the woman is prescribed or is certified or is allowed. When the women are not Muslims or the non-Muslims, every Muslim invader can rob or can kidnap or abduct the women which are non-Muslims. This is why in India, especially the Hindus women were were trying to molested and several women were molested by the Islamic rulers, whether they belong to the slave dynasty or the Mumulak dynasty, whether they belong to the Khilji dynasty, whether they belong to the uh, Tughlaq dynasty, after that Sayyid, Lodi and Mughal dynasty. Because in Islam, it is allowed to kidnap the non-Muslim woman in war or in Islamic state. This is not necessary that the war is essential to kidnap the non-Muslim woman. If we are living under the Islamic rule, this is the birthright of the any Muslim that he can kidnap your wife forcibly or he can rob your wife forcibly. And after kidnapping that woman by any Muslim, the marriage automatically will be lapsed because now that woman is the sex slave of the Muslim. If the husband of that sex slave woman, which is non Muslim, is alive, but there no use to alive her husband, because after kidnapping the non-Muslim woman is a slave of the Muslim, and when she is the slave of those Muslim, the marriage automatically cannot be continued because now the non-Muslim woman under the custody of Islamic ministers. This is why the Dr. Zakir Naik is saying in the Pakistan against the woman, this is the real truth of the Islam. Islam does not respect any woman, even the Muslim woman. According to the Islam, woman is the filthy creature of the Almighty Allah. This is the reality of the Islam. We are not criticizing any Muslim. But if any Muslim who is following the Islam is a totally a goon. A goon which is created by so-called Allah Almighty. Though it is falsehood and the fallacy that there is any Allah. There is no Allah at all. And after the assumption of this fallacy of the Allah, the Muslims are doing the goonism, hooliganism throughout the world. This is the real face of the Islam. Islam is totally against the humanity and the human values, social etiquettes. Because the Islam allows the killing of the non-Muslims, looting the women of the non-Muslim and rape with them. So this ideology cannot be a model to a civil society or a to good human society. This is the worst condition of the Islam, which is being run by the Islamic scholars and the Islamic clerics, as the Dr. Zakir Naik, who is now in Pakistan, and he is spreading hate among the Muslims and non-Muslim in the Pakistan. Because this is the teaching of the Islam. Dr. Zakir Naik is doing the correct as written in Islam. So we cannot say that Dr. Zakir Naik is not a good person. According to Islam, he is a very good person. Though in the civil society he is a goon, because who is following the Islam is totally a goon, a monster. So this my book is the reflection of the Islam, that the how Islam is so cruel against the Hindu, especially Hindu women in this book. Though the Islam is very cruel against the non-Muslims, men and women both, even the Muslim women also. So this my book is Jauhar in Indian subcontinent, written by me, that is Vijay Kumar Pal, published on Saswat publication. This book is the reflection of Islamic doctrine of the Male Ganimat or Wazir Qatl. Male Ganimat means the loot or robbery of the wealth of the non-Muslim in the war, not in the war. Even in the peace time, if you are living in the Islamic country, every Muslim, even a single Muslim, can kidnap your wives, can rob your wealth, can encroach your land in the name of the Islam, because Islam does not give any right to non-Muslim. This is why in the all Islamic countries, especially in Pakistan, Bangladesh, the properties and the women of Hindus are being looted every day by the Muslim monsters. And this Islamic ideology misguiding the Muslims, because so-called Prophet Muhammad was a misguided person. He was the narcissist, he was the mentally retarded person. Though he was a self-declared prophet of the Islam, there is no evidence that he was prophet, because he was self-declared prophet by himself and by his wife Khadija bin Khalid and his brother-in-law Warqa bin Noble, who was a Christian. So this is a false prophet who spread ideology that is known, hate spreading ideology that is known as Islam. So in this book, Zohar, this is my tiny effort to disclose the Goonism of the Islam and the real face of the Islam, which is very, very bitter or very, very dreadful. So this book is the reflection of Islamic doctrine of Malik Ganimat and Wazif Qatl. Means war captive kafir women are the right hand possessions of the Muslim soldiers and can be used as sex slaves, loaned is bandi, and can be sold after using them as open markets. And the Wazif Qatl means a Muslim has right to kill any kafir in Ziyam. So this panorama of Islamic doctrine compelled all Hindu kafir women for self-immolation or committed jawhar for saving their honors. Otherwise, they might be molested by the Muslims as per their doctrine of Islam. So this book is disclosing the Goonism of the Islam during the Mughal period, during the Islamic Kingdom of India. Thank you very much. See you again. So please purchase my book that is known as the Zohar by Vijay Kumar Pal, published at Saswat Publication Bilaspur. You can purchase on the Google. If you search out the Google that the Zohar written by the Vijay Kumar Pal, you would find my book. You will find my book, and the publishers are Saswat Publication Bilaspur. So you can purchase direct online by Amazon or Flipkart. This is my book. You can see further, and I will define it in my title as well as in my description of this video. Thank you very much. See you.